Hello, this is Kate from Clear Blue Tarot, and I'm attempting to do a reading outside in one of my favorite places, this beautiful little running brook that goes down into this pond near my house in the forest where I walk every day, with this time having much more freedom to explore nature. So I decided, since I've been doing my grounding out here, decided to do a reading outside and see how it goes. I'm holding the camera, so I hope it goes okay, and I'm just noticing as I'm talking, I'm finding this little feather on my shirt, so I think that's a good sign that Spirit approves of this. I'm going to try to keep my feet out of the picture because I know a lot of people don't like feet, and I am barefoot enjoying the earth under my feet on this beautiful day. It's about 65 degrees. It's lovely. Hopefully you can hear me over the running water in the background, and if it doesn't come out good, I may not do it in the same spot again, but I do like this spot. So I already pulled the cards because I wanted to really meditate and take the time to look at the cards and see what the message is. I find that that'll cut down on the length. I know people don't always like that, but I did just honestly pull the cards the way I always pull, because I like to have the message come to me from Spirit too. I don't want any pre-planned message. And I did get a gorgeous message here, which you can see, so I'm going to head into that now. And keep in mind, it's not going to resonate with everybody, although I do think it's super general because I'm not using any astrological signs or anything. I'm just going with the energies of the day. So this gorgeous message is from the Brian Froud's Fairy Tarot. And I'm starting off in the top left corner here with the Death card, and it's reversed, which is a pretty intense visual and an intense message behind this card. It just means that we are collectively going through a death process that seems to be difficult to always grasp. I think sometimes we're doing a pretty good time. Sometimes we're having an okay time with dealing with all the changes that are happening, and other times it's something that we are resisting, which I think is normal. Even those among us that are enjoying this time are still having fears come up and feeling a little bit of hesitation of embracing the unknown that's happening with so much change occurring at once. The way life looks like it's going to be for a decently long amount of time is really different, and this card is basically saying to just have the strength to embrace those changes, because they're inevitable, and they will bring in new good things, but we are going to have some courage in the face of this new experience, and we're going to have to let go, and that's not easy. So, be gentle to yourself, be kind to yourself, and slowly open yourself up as best you can every day to the new reality. The next card I pulled here in the lineup is the Sage, and this is an amazing card. It's the Shaman of the deck, and we all have that to some degree or other within us, where we can turn. He has one eye turned inward, so it's kind of a little, intense image, but he's full of love. He's full of love. He might be a little bit intense to look upon because, the way his face looks with the one eye going in and the intense expression he has. But he is wisdom and love, and that's the energy that we need to use right now, as I firmly believe that the world is becoming more spiritual and we are ascending, and we need to turn inward to see where our place is going to be in this new reality, and he's here to help us. So meditate, look within, take deep breaths, look at your dreams, whether they're the daydreams you have during the day of things that you're hoping to have in your life, or they're the nighttime dreams where you can really go into your subconscious and see things that you maybe didn't even know were there. The next card is the Rar card, and it's reversed, which means it's about the mess that's happening now. Maybe not with you, but stuff that you see going on around you. There's trouble. There's people that are really not handling this whole thing well, are making a big mess and a big problem and chaos, and they need to learn how to calm down and tame their fears and ground themselves. And anything you can do if you know someone that's going through this tough time where they're exploding, but it's not in a healthy way. It's not an explosion of joy, to say the least. It's an explosion of chaos and a lot of their demons coming up and out. And if you can be a guiding light for anyone that you may know that's in turmoil over these things happening, I think this card is saying you're going to see a lot of that. And anytime you can be a voice of peace, and anytime you can help someone deal with their fears, show them a better way, I think that's what you're being called upon to do. The next card is the Singer of Healing, and that's exactly what I was just saying, is we all have healing to give and to receive. Healing flows through us. Healing is not you doing it to someone. It's the nature of healing. This energy is the energy of healing that flows through us from the universe. So you always have it to offer yourself. You always have it to offer to others. It's just a flow, and you need to step inside the flow with a clear channel. So if you can open up yourself by getting rid of as much of your own fear and as much as your own anger as you can, clearing past hurts, trusting, and opening up, then you have the opportunity to experience this in the fullness that we are supposed to right now, and offer it to others. The Singer of the Chalice came next, and it is reversed, which means that for a lot of us, or for people we know, there is this feeling of not trusting that can come up. And what we need to remember is that this cup is supposed to be full, and if it's empty, then the way to fill it back up and turn it over is to trust. So we need to believe in the universe taking care of us. We need to believe that the sage is not scary, that the sage is a healer and full of love. And we need to believe that all of this love and this opening up to trusting the universe, it's available for all of us if we can just get ourselves to open up and believe it. It's all you have to do, is just believe in it. And then if we do, what we're gonna have is this maiden as the final card, which is the new beginning. I mean, she's born anew every morning, and she's like a little baby, and she needs to be taken care of. But always the birth comes after the death and the processing of that fear and grief and regaining trust. There's always the birth, and she's the birth. She's so precious, and this is what's happening right now. We are born again every day, and we're learning that now. If we can get past our fears and our past experiences that taught us differently, we're having a rebirth as a collective, and it's a beautiful thing. But it does come with chaos, and it does come with certain people really, really resisting it, and some people who've never dealt with their issues are having a real hard time. So we need to take care of ourselves as much as possible in this collective, and be there for the rest of the world to see our light and help guide them to fill their cups, as we need to remember to fill ours, even if we too are experiencing some of the difficulties of this challenging time. So I'm just going to end this with a little meditation. I'm just going to look out over the water here, and I'm just going to take 10 deep breaths and open up my heart, and I invite you to do the same and feel that healing energy. And then I'm just going to say goodbye at the very end, okay? Here we go. Just want to end with a little thought that as this water trickles down to fill this larger pond, so too can the water of the universe, the love of the universe, trickle down to fill us up if we just open our cup up to that instead of turning it upside down to reject it. So remember to always keep your cup up and welcoming all that pure, clear, clean spirit that the universe has to offer us in this time. Don't forget to open up and trust. Open the door. Thank you for your time today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much.